it all. Don't forget, Howard Eskin will join us also. That'll be at 4:30. Without further ado, we bring our guy in. He is Big Zay, Zander Krause. He joins us now. How you doing? First and foremost, my friend. By the way, you look good. Lane coming back. Take away real quick on it.
Good. Biggest question is what Lane, is he long in the tooth at this age? I think it's a fair question, but always good to see Lane Johnson coming back. So I think it's a good thing overall. So I'll say this to you. As concerned as one might be on how many games he's going to play, do you believe that the replacement, whoever it would be, whether it's Fred or somebody else, would be better in those games? I don't think so. So I'll take Lane for whatever I can get him for, my friend.
How about this? 13 north of it and playoffs would be great, right?
Ooh, 13's a lot. Feels a lot. I'm with you though. Yeah, misses 4 games and get the playoffs. I'm with you. Yep, that's right in the mark of where I am as well.
36 years old when the season starts. Okay, 36 years old. Hey, so you think A.J. Brown's trolling us when he went on that podcast, or do you think there's still something here to this thing? Everybody else has him gone, bro.
I think he might be trolling us a little bit, but that's kind of AJ, right? He kind of likes to troll. I mean, I'm talking to somebody who might appreciate a little bit of something like that here and there. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe you know a thing or two about trolling people, so especially the Philadelphia fans. Maybe he's trolling, but I think the Eagles might keep him, dude. I'm starting to feel like they're going to keep him. You don't think so at all?
No way.
Because there's basically no scenario that exists where it would be a winning move for the Eagles.
Who says it's the winning move? It's the move that to get somebody. Dude, you want, like John says, you want volunteers. You don't want prisoners.
Yeah, but I'm not going to build my entire team around that. I'm not going to let you hold me hostage.
So do you believe in coincidences, or do you believe people do things for a reason?
What kind of question is that?
Do you think people do things like, when people do something?
Welcome to Psychology 101.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
Okay, a little bit of
There's
both.
Definitely some coincidences.
Okay, what about releasing and getting $43.5 million worth of cap space? What do you think the Chiefs might be thinking about doing?
Oh, what do you think they're going to give us? Do you think they want AJ?
Why not? Out of the conference? You don't have to worry about him.
If I'm them, I'd bring back Tyreek Hill on a bargain deal.
Okay, hey, you think that they released all that money to do what? Go get Juju Smith-Schuster? They're going to get themselves a player. They're going to get themselves. Can you imagine A.J. Brown and fucking. Can you imagine him in KC? Hey, bro, he wants to put another ring on his finger. And where's he going to get that with the best quarterback in pro football?
Oh, bullshit.
You don't think Mahomes is the best quarterback in pro football?
I do think he's the best quarterback in pro football, but that is not proven to be true, that the best quarterback in pro football gives you the best chance to win a Super Bowl.
Let's just say this. Say he doesn't get the best when it comes to winning the Super Bowl. You think A.J. Brown getting all those targets in Kansas City, what do you think he runs up with this year? 1495, 15 touchdowns. So let's say he falls short of the Super Bowl goal. But you know what he's not going to fall short of on the other end? Is 1493 and 15.
So why do you care, though? Why does that matter to us?
I didn't say it mattered to me. It matters to him.
So you think the Eagles should make their decisions around A.J. Brown, making sure he gets his couple extra 100 receiving yards?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Do I want to see a fucking another guy sitting on the sidelines reading War and Peace?
No, I don't.
And crying and fucking ripping everybody about the
got to quit pouting. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay, I mean, dude, just stop crying. Okay, so ESPN has some really nice numbers here. Front page of ESPN. Trade offers for Eagles A.J. Brown. This ain't even me.
You just love this time of the year.
God. This is the best.
Love it.
Here's Jeremy Fowler. Eagles get a 2026 first-round pick, number 24, for A.J. Brown. Remember, Andrew Berry's in the building. He's boys with Howie. What do you make of that?
Send him to Cleveland?
You get the 24th pick, and you would have the 23rd pick.
Why do you think you're getting Why do you think you're getting a first rounder for AJ?
Whoa! This ain't me. This is Jeremy Fowler of ESPN. These are ESPN guys.
That would be like the ultimate FU to AJ, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Going to Cleveland.
All right, bro. You wanted your numbers. Go get him in Cleveland with who? Shador? Is Shador going to be their quarterback? I don't even know.
I'm assuming.
You think it's going to be Shador?
Yeah, because I don't think there's anybody in that draft that's worth a shit. I think Shador Sanders, if he would have came out in the and stayed another year, which he had a year of eligibility, I think he would have been a first round pick. Over who? Who's the second stiff guy that's coming out in the draft, right? So here's Dan Graziano. Eagles get the 2026 Buffalo Bills first round pick at 26. The Bills get Brown. Would you do it?
For the 20-something pick? Yeah.
26th pick? You send him to Buffalo.
Yeah, I would do that. Anything first rounder, I think the Eagles would do.
Okay.
I don't think they're getting first rounder.
These aren't Big Sills' trades. Ben Slowek's offer. Here's one for you. I think you might like this. 2026 second round pick, a 2027 fourth round pick, conditional, which could turn to a third, and you get receiver Rashad Bateman. Ravens get Brown.
You just love all these trades. Give me whatever gives the Eagles the most. How's that for an answer for you? I want the most back for AJ.
You don't have to get huffy. Hey, you
I'm
don't
not
have to
getting huffy.
get
So what do you want me to do?
You don't have to get huffy. Guy doesn't want to be here. The only people that are praying that he stays is people in Philly. All right. So
that's not true.
Let's see here. I want to get Big Z's take.
Well, wait. What a dumb comment. I mean, who cares about what receivers stay in anywhere? Only their fans. The Philly fans care about George Pickens staying in Dallas? No, only Dallas fans care.
Okay. Why would A.J. Brown want to stay in an offense where he's not sure what the offense is going to look like?
I am so confused why your entire premise is what A.J. Brown wants. A.J., if you want to make every decision, go start a company, go start your own football team, go play in the UFL, do whatever you want.
No,
you can't make every decision for the Eagles.
No, he wants a new zip code.
So good, give him one if he's going to cry about it to the hell or high water.
Oh, okay.
Or tell him to sit down and shut up the direct deposit hits on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what he'll do. This guy was moaning and crying when you were doing a parade. Let me ask you that question. Do you think A.J. Brown was happy during the parade or was he not?
They said I was a diva. That's what he said at the parade.
Yeah.
He said I was a diva. That's what his speech was, right?
Okay. Why in God's name would A.J. Brown want to bitch and cry about?
I just don't know why your North Star is A.J. Brown's happiness. Who gives a shit?
Oh, I care about A.J.
But let me ask you, as a man, are you happy?
No.
Me neither. Yeah, me neither. Are you listening? Are you happy if you're listening? No. I mean, holy crap, we're like doing everything we can to placate to this guy's happiness. He's all upset about the offense.
But then again, I'm psycho, so I'm never. I could have $1 billion in my pocket and I wouldn't be happy. So it's not a fair question to ask me.
Yeah,
man. I mean,
I agree. I'm with you.
It's not that. All right, so I want to take you to the draft, Zander. I'm going to take you to the last 3 years, and I want your professional grading. I saw you guys today talking to that Paisan. Who'd you have on? What was that Paisan's name today? The draft guru guy.
Rick Saratello.
Eric Saratello. I actually liked it. It was good. It was a great segment.
Great, yeah,
I really do. And I'm kidding. Hey, guys, make sure you go check that segment out. It was really great. Okay. So let's get Big Z's professional takeaways Now that he's a legendary guy in Philly now on the air, here we go. From 2023, let's go there. 3 years, that is a huge time in the NFL. So I'm going to ask you about how he's drafting here. Jalen Carter. I'm glad we went back on this instead of just me doing it. Over, under.
I'm going to be ready to blow my head off by the end of the segment today. I can tell.
Jalen Carter, you think he's over underachieved being a ninth pick in the 2023 NFL draft?
I think he's been about a push, but I'd say right there. I mean, he's pretty good. Pretty good player for a first-round pick. I mean, if you look through that draft, probably not many players there that much better than him. But
okay, I agree with you. At 9, I think he's worth it. First-round pick, Nolan Smith, over under.
That's an under for sure.
Nolan, first-round Smith.
There we go.
Under. What about your boy Tyler Steen?
He's a third-rounder.
That's a pretty big premium pick.
Yeah, all right. And he started this year. His third year in the league. I think that's good.
I agree.
Milton Williams didn't start till his third year in the league.
Hey, dude, I think if you get a starter in the draft.
Yeah, so I'm good with Steen in round 3.
Yep. Right now, and if he gets beat out, that's a different conversation. But right now, I think that's a good pick. How about the greatness of Sidney Brown at 3? Over underachieve.
Was he a third rounder? I thought he was
third round pick.
Oh, that's a tough one there. That's a bad one. That's an underachieve.
Sidney Brown. So a 1 and a 3 out of that draft look like dog shit so far. Nolan's not dog shit, but he's not. You're expecting.
He's not a wow. He's not a wower. But I kind of want to see. He's shown me a couple things.
He could be a late bloomer.
He showed me a couple things. It's not like he showed nothing, but he's got some ways to go. First, he's got to stay healthy.
Keely Ringo, number 4, over underachieve.
He's an underachiever, but he's a 4th-round pick.
Okay, Keely Ringo.
He's a day 3 pick.
So was Josh Sweat. Let's see here. Okay. Wait, it's going to get better, though. Tanner McKee. Over under.
It's fine. It's a push. He's a backup quarterback. 6th round.
I think that's over.
Dude, he's played in like 2 games. I mean, he's a good backup.
Well, I think the Eagles think a lot of him. I don't think they think he's dog shit.
I don't either.
For a 6th-round pick? Bro, he started some games for you? 6th-round pick? Tom Brady was a fucking 6th-round pick. I'm okay with that pick. Moro Jomo. Over under.
Over.
You can make the argument he's the second best player taken in that draft. That's a fucking hell of a draft. Even with the shit performances by Smith and Brown. Dude, your lower end of your draft in that year, Howie did a better job from 4 down. That's pretty damn good. All right. This is going to be an interesting one. Quinyon Mitchell, way over. Koopa, way over.
Whatever.
Hunt, way over. Will Shipley.
Under. Wait, you realize that you can do this with every GM in football because none of them hit a hundo K.
There's that famous line. I can do this with anybody. Hang on
you
here,
can.
man. I'm talking about your great GM and the drafting. That's all. I don't think there's anything. I don't think this has been shit. I think it's been great so far. Let's see here.
Oh, Sileo. I'm stressed.
Anus Smith. What are you thinking?
And they were saying you were skipping him. Yeah, he's an L. He's an L today.
How about Trotter?
Trotter, I think, is all right. He's a 5th rounder. Good on special teams. I'll go with Trotter.
And you know what? When they put him in at the end, I thought he was all right too. Keegan not very good. Johnny
Where,
Wilson.
where is Keegan? Is he still in Dallas?
I thought he was with the Rams, but he's with Dallas, you think?
Well, no, he was with Dallas for a little bit when he left us.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't keep track of stiffs.
Okay. So let's see here.
That was a Sileo line, if anybody didn't pick up.
So you got Mitchell, DeJean, and Hunt. And Trotter. It's not bad. You get 3 or 4 guys out of a draft, pretty damn good. Last year, Campbell, great. What do you think of Andrew Makuba? Now, some of these are too early. Some of the stuff's too early.
Year one, I actually thought Makuba was okay for year one. I mean, he started when he was healthy. That's pretty good for late. Remember, he was the last pick in the second round, I think.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. So, yes, I mean, what do you make of Ty Robinson?
Ty is a big question mark, but I don't think he's going to pan out to what I thought he was going to when he was originally drafted.
How do you think Howie's done the last 3 years in the draft?
Good. We got good players. And then why is our defense good?
Okay.
You know, our defense has been a big part of the team the last 3 years. It's not because he went out and signed a bunch of players. No. It's not because he went out and traded for a bunch of players, because he drafted players.
Okay. That's correct. I'm trying to figure out how many guys are on second-year contracts that you drafted on defense. You
just Bond. That's it.
You didn't draft him.
Oh, that we drafted. Well, no, their contracts haven't come.
Okay. Okay, so
I mean Brandon Graham, but that's
no. I'm talking about future guys here. Yeah. You gave the 5th-year option to Jordan Davis. So you could probably count that as some sort of
that's still a rookie contract. That's still rookie to me.
That's still the rookie deal. You're right.
Yeah, that's still the rookie deal. That's not a second deal.
It's going to be interesting to see what you – hey, Jalen Phillips. Bro, I love the guy. What don't you think that you're looking at him the same way people looked at Nolan Smith at the end of the season when Nolan Smith had like a really good stretch run with 7 games? Could you not be looking at Jalen Phillips the same way? I mean, what's he accomplished as a player, in your opinion?
Jalen Phillips, I mean, he's a good player. Like, he does everything pretty well. And that's what you need in the Vic Fangio defense. But he doesn't do anything exceptional.
To the tune of $23 million?
I got 3 years, $66 million. 40 guaranteed. What do you think?
3 years. So you want to pay him 20?
22.
Man. That's a lot, man.
That's not that much, dude. Micah Parsons is making double and a half that.
Yeah, well.
Micah Parsons is making 46 large, dog.
Yeah, but I could pay $13 million for, like I told you yesterday, to Chubb and get the same guy.
I don't know if you can, dude. Are your numbers outdated?
No, he had 8.5. He had 8.5. He had 8.5 sacks last year, Chubb.
I know, but I'm saying, are your numbers outdated in terms of the cap? I mean, the cap's up to 304, man. Contracts go up.
How you think Howie wouldn't overpay for Milton last year? Why would he overpay for Jalen this year?
Because he doesn't have
him.
He doesn't have defensive ends in the wings like he did defensive tackles. I mean, look, I know we can all look back and say, man, I wish we signed Milton Williams, but I would surmise this to everybody. I bet you 95% of the people, given if they were in Howie's shoes and they knew the contracts and the cap space like Howie does, they would make the same move. Milton was always going to be very hard for the Eagles to pay when you drafted Jalen Carter. Always. Now, he turned into be an amazing player. I don't think that makes Howie wrong. I mean, seriously, if you go back to last year, would you have signed Milton? And answer honestly. I don't think we would.
Okay. Honestly, I would have tried to bring one of them back, Sweat, or if I knew I was going to move off of Bryce Huff and I knew I was going to free up Bryce Huff's money.
Yeah, I would have paid Sweat.
And you know what? Maybe not Milton because it was 26 and was a little north of the money that I wanted to pay. But I may have tried to bring Sweat back. Sweat only got 19, dude.
I know. That was a good deal for Sweat. That was cheap.
Arizona got him cheap, and he had what? And he had 14 sacks this year.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, Josh Sweat had a great year. Actually, both those guys had really good years.
They did. They both are good players. They are both good players. It was tough to let him go. I just think hindsight's always 20/20. You can look and be like, oh, yeah, we should have signed him. It's like, I don't know. I mean, if you were in Howie's shoes and you looked at the money, you'd probably be like, all right, I got to wait for Carter. I can't pay Milton Williams $28 million,
I want to ask you one more time here on Jalen Carter's extension. When do you believe this is going to happen?
Jalen Carter? Probably next year at this point.
Okay. Then the question comes back, why did they mortgage the 25 season then by not signing anybody this offseason? If they let Phillips go and they don't extend Carter, why did you let all them guys go then?
Because they were trying to build up their cash reserves. I mean, that's the way they do it. They pay a lot of cash up front, and those signing bonuses, there's a reason how he can do the contracts the way he does. So I get your point, but I think they were looking at it like their cash was too depleted and the margin for error would then become too small. They wanted to give themselves buffer room in the account, build back up their cash. So if they did need to make a signing of somebody, they had the cash to be able to structure the deal like they wanted. Now, Carter's play changed when they're going to do it, but they still built up the cash. So I think that's the way they wanted to go, man. And I don't necessarily disagree with them.
It's going to be interesting. By the way, Team USA, baby, we got it. Gold medal, man. How you doing?
Congrats to the USA. Was it the women's hockey team? Right?
Yep, women beat the Canadian team. Hey, Kim, was it good? Awesome. Love it. Team USA. All you stiffs that sit there it is. USA beats Canada overtime. Women claim gold. How you doing, baby? That's America. Instead of seeing some of those stiff dudes bitching and crying about my fucking country, this is what we're talking about here, baby. USA. How you doing? And it may not be Lake Placid right there, homie. But it's kind of right there.
I love Lake Placid. I'll wear my Lake Placid quarter zip tomorrow. The men's team plays.
Yes. You see that comeback? You got to watch. See, the comeback, they came back. They dropped it in 91 seconds left. They tied it. Then they went in overtime, and they got it. And Hughes got the goal, and they win 2-1 against.
Yeah, I saw that. Hughes is sick. Yeah, that was sick.
Now I'm going to bring it back down.
Who does USA play more? I haven't followed the Olympics that much, man. And normally I'm a big
Canada almost got beat by the Czechs. And so they came back.
I'm an Olympic guy, especially winter. I like winter, but haven't watched much, man.
Ratings have been great. 24 million people have watched that thing, man.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, ratings have been absolutely great. Now let me bring it back down again. What do you make about signing Jimmy Garoppolo as a backup?
Why? You got Tanner McKay.
Okay. I'm talking about a guy.
I'm
talking about a guy who could win. I don't have a problem with him. Okay, but I'll put him in the 3 hole here. How about Jimmy Garoppolo? You guys went to a Super Bowl.
I'm good. I'm good on Jimmy G. All right.
Wait. He works.
I let some other stiff pay you.
Why do you think I said Jimmy Garoppolo? Because he's with Sean McVay. Aren't you guys implementing a Sean McVay offense?
Tanner McKee can handle it. He's good.
Oh, he can.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to pay $10 million to Jimmy G?
No, he's making only 3.
You'd be an awful general manager.
Wait, he makes $2.5 million.
You'd be a trash GM.
Dude, he makes less than that stiff kicker of yours.
Dude, you and Senor would be 2 of the worst GMs in all the world.
You think $3 million for a backup quarterback's a lot?
You know who'd be an incredible GM? Me.
Who?
I'd be phenomenal.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. I'll tell you this, Jimmy G can handle that West Coast offense more than that quarterback you got now, who's ranked 75th all time and behind Jeff Garcia.
That's an incredible number. 75th all time for Jalen Hurts?
And he's behind Jeff Garcia.
How many NFL QBs of all time?
Let's see.
721 quarterbacks have played at least one game. So Jalen Hurts is a top 10% NFL quarterback in the history of the game of football. By the way, that sounds really low. How is that true?
Yeah, but you know what, though, dude? Well, because there's only been 20,000 people playing the NFL.
Only 721 quarterbacks?
Yeah, that's right.
Why is that so fucking low? There's been 100 years of football and we have 700 quarterbacks?
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 per year.
Here you go. Here's your boy. Here's your boy Hurts. Here's who ranked ahead of your boy Hurts. It's a fucking lovely list. I love it here too. Look at this. Here comes there's old Dutch. Here comes fucking Jalen. Oh, look at Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett's ranked ahead. Of course he is. He's got 2 wins and a Super Bowl MVP. He's actually there's your boy. Jalen Hurts at 75. Here's the next guy. Here's the guy's ranked ahead of Hurts.
Dude, you thinking this is a dunk on Hurts is a bad look. This is not a dunk on
Really?
Hurts.
Here's the quarterbacks they got ranked ahead of him. Jeff Garcia.
Dude, those are guys who have done their career. Let Jalen's 5 years in, dude. Let the guy fucking play.
6 going on 7. Dave Craig.
You're making shit up.
I'm not. 6.
Yeah, you are. It's a bullshit. It's great. 5 years into the league and you're already in the top 10%.
He's 6 years in the league.
He's played 5 seasons.
He's 6 years in pro ball.
Okay, and he's played 5 seasons as a starter.
Going on year 7. It's not a lie.
He had to wait for Stiff Wentz to go to the bench.
Okay, let's see who else is ranked ahead of that guy. Let's see here. Earl Morrill, Matt Hasselbeck, and fucking Jerry Goff. How about Dak? Mark Brunell.
I actually think this is a great compliment for Jalen Hurts. I really do.
Dak is 59. There you go.
I mean, you're telling me Jalen Hurts is the 75th ranked quarterback right now of all time? 5 years into his league? 5 years into his run? I think that's pretty good.
Really? I guarantee you by the time he's finished, he'll be out of that top 100.
Well, how many of the top 100 are in the Hall of Fame? The top 10 or 15? What is it?
Great call. Let's take a look at that. Let's go from 20, because I think from 20 it'll be really a lot. So let's go from the top 20. Okay.
Who put out this stiff list, by the way?
For Bleacher Report. Not me. I didn't do it. Okay, so Stafford's at 20. He's going to Hall of Fame. Aikman's in the Hall of Fame, 19. Warner's in the Hall of Fame, 18. That's a good take by you. Staubach, 17, Hall of Fame.
Hurts will be at the top 20 soon.
Roethlisberger will be in the Hall of Fame. Bradshaw is a Hall of Famer. Starr, a Hall of Famer. Tarkington, Hall of Famer. Otto Graham's a Hall of Famer. Unitas is a Hall of Famer. Marino, Hall of Famer. Young. Breeze. Favre. They're all Hall of from 20 up. Actually, let's go down a little further. I think from 25 up, they could be all Hall of Famers. Hang on here. I can't believe there's been that few quarterbacks.
It's funny because the offseason's big sales time. And I can't believe this is what you landed on today to drill on Hurts. I think this makes him look
I didn't drill. I'm not drilling. I brought a list up by Bleacher Report. Warren Moon, 21, Hall of Famer.
You have no nefarious intent with that. Right?
Hey, why do you think so ill of me? 22, Jim Kelly. Wait a minute, 23, Fouts. These are Hall of Famers? Fucking Eli's at 24. That's way overrated. Russell Wilson is not the 25th best quarterback. Baugh is.
Russell Wilson is 20. Oh, this list is no good. This is a shoddy list. I bet your Hurts is already top 50.
Russell Wilson's not a number 25 best quarterback. No way.
That's insane. That is insane.
They got Lamar Jackson at 28.
I can come up with 25 quarterbacks off the top of my head that are better than Russell Wilson.
Phillip Rivers is 32. I think Phillip Rivers
is better than Russell.
He is. Let's see here. Hold on. Josh Allen, they got a 35. Let's see here. You got Randall Cunningham at 39. That's the highest rated quarterback in Eagle history. It's 39th.
Where's Donovan?
Donovan McNabb is 42. They said, by the way, they said in here, if McNabb had won that Super Bowl against the Patriots,
he'd be top 30.
He'd be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
Landon Dickerson.
Sills is hating on Hurts today.
I'm not hitting. I just brought a list up, and you put it in perspective. There's only been how many quarterbacks? I didn't realize there that few.
720? I don't even, is that number right? That doesn't sound right to me.
It does, though. I'll tell you why. In 106 years, there's only been 26,000 men that have ever played the game. And there's only right now 16,420, according to the NFLPA, that are alive. Dude, less than 30,000 men have ever played pro ball.
26 quarterbacks have been elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean, you think it's up to Vic if Nakobe Dean comes back?
No. Why would you make a decision about a player based on Vic when Vic was about to retire this year?
Because I would still value his opinion.
It doesn't mean you can value his opinion, but you're not going to make the decision based on it. That's bad business.
Or how about this? Hey, Vic, what do we have to do to keep you here 3 more years? What do you want us to do here? You want us to sign Jalen Phillips? Do you want us to bring back Nakobe?
Yeah, but you're now fighting a different battle. Like, it's not just when you're 70 years old, it's not about just money or what you can get. It's like, I'm against the clock here now. Like, I got, you know what I mean? Like, my 3 years is, there's no player you can give me. I just want to go do something different. I want to spend my last days differently. I don't know. I think Vic is gonzo after this season.
Why are you so gung-ho, to use a phrase,
Gung-ho.
that this thing's going to work out with the new coaches?
When have I ever showed you a lick of being gung-ho?
Because you keep glazing to me about your boy, you and Howard, who's coming up at the bottom of the hour, about the greatness of Nick Sirianni. And
dude,
so I'm like,
it doesn't even make sense. You say the quarterback's is stiff and the coaches are stiff too. How is a coach so successful if the quarterback's is stiff?
I said the quarterback's a good player.
That's why Howard thinks Nick is a good coach, because he doesn't think the quarterback is a great quarterback, which is fine. It's a fine opinion. But if Nick is winning with the quarterback that's not so great, I don't think Nick is a bad coach.
Do you believe coaches win sometimes in spite of having really great rosters? Do you think rosters, they win games, they win championships in spite of a coach or a manager?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely true in some areas, for sure.
And you don't think that's the case here?
I don't think you can say both are stiffs. I don't believe that. I don't think either of them are stiff. I think both of them are good. I don't think either of them are elite. I don't think Nick Sirianni is an elite head coach. I don't think Jalen Hurts is an elite quarterback. I think both of them are good to very good. I think Howie is elite. I think the organization does things very well.
I think the owner is too.
I think the combination of them coming together, and when they have a good year and things go their way, they're right in the mix. That's what I think it is. I don't think it's one or the other. I don't think it's black and white. I don't think there's no context involved. I mean, you're trying to box me in.
No, I'm just trying to figure out.
When I got called to the principal's office, don't box me in. All right.
I don't. You know what I do? I bring things up here. That's all I do. I'm an observationist, young man. I just sit here and I just look at what you guys are doing with all these young coaches and trying to figure out if the quarterback is going to be and the coach is going to be on the hot seat or not.
How many more years do you think Jalen Hurts will be a starting quarterback in the NFL, not in Philadelphia?
I think he's got 2 more years here.
That's not what I asked you. In the NFL, I said.
Oh, it'll be Jacoby Brissett in 3 years.
Oh, man, this guy knows how to.
Wait a second.
You know how to stir the soup, man.
Wait a second. I want to show you something here. You make it sound like Jacoby Brissett blows.
No, but it's just a funny response.
Here, Jacoby Brissett had 3,366 yards and 23 touchdowns and 8 picks. This guy outplayed your boy.
Jacoby Brissett can't hold a candle to Jalen Hurts.
He outplayed him this year.
Oh, yeah, he did, right.
How many games did he do it in? Let me see here. Brissett did it in 13 games. He threw for 3,300 yards. Come on, man. That's my boy.
Now Jacoby Brissett is better than Jalen
I
Hurts.
can't wait to see this O-line too.
So
And
you
by the
think
way,
you think Jacoby Brissett's a better quarterback than Jalen?
from the pocket, I do.
Where's he logged on the all-time list?
He's right next to Ryan Tannehill.
718.
I think Brissett's a decent player, man.
No, he's decent. I don't hate him. I don't want to hate him.
I actually think he's pretty
I
smart.
don't want to hate on Brissett. I don't mind him.
What about Kyler Murray?
Steph.
Would you bring him back if you're Arizona? I would. What's your choice? Okay,
Brissett.
what are you going to do? Brissett's going somewhere else. He ain't staying there.
If I'm starting my football team and my season with Kyler Murray, my football season ends on the same day I choose to start that guy.
All right. Well, then what? Okay, your choice is to keep Brissett then. The new coach coming in is going to keep Jacoby Brissett.
Why don't you make a trade? Why don't you trade for Tanner McKee? Give me a second-round pick.
You think Tanner McKee's better than Kyler Murray?
Yeah, I do, frankly. No, I don't think he's better. I don't think he's a better player, but I think he'd have more success in Arizona.
I think you're going to sleep on my boy here a little bit.
Oh, Kyler Murray?
Last time he played you guys, he beat you. Let's see here.
Yeah, maybe I am. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
I'm not either.
Yeah. You're right, though. He's a very talented. I mean, wasn't he the number one overall pick in the draft?
Yeah, he was. By the way, he's the only guy with this distinction on being drafted in the first round in baseball and being drafted in the first round in football. So check this out. You tell me what you think of this.
You know, A.J. Brown was an MLB draft pick.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How about this one, Zander? So in his first season with the Cardinals, he threw for 3,700 yards and 20 touchdowns. His second year, he threw for 4,000 yards and 26 touchdowns and 12 picks. In his third year, he threw for 3,800 and 25 touchdowns. In his fourth year, he got hurt, missed a couple games. He still threw for 2,400 yards and 14 touchdowns.
One of these days, Basilio's brain's got like two wires. Like, I got one of these days, I'm going to get him to connect and we'll have harmony in the land. Like,
hey, wait, I'm trying to figure out here what's wrong with the guy here. He had 3,800 passing yards.
So now you're a Kyler Murray fan.
I know. I'm not anybody's fan. I'm just sitting here saying, you know what? This guy's thrown for 26 touchdowns, 24 touchdowns, 25 touchdowns, 22 touchdowns. He's thrown for 39.71, 37.81. He's thrown for 38.22, 38.51. How's this guy? He's got 20,000 passing yards. By the way, he's 7 years in the league. What year did Jalen get drafted in 20?
Yeah.
He got drafted in 20. So this guy got drafted in 19, and this guy's got 20,000. This guy's got 21,000 passing yards right now. How many yards has he got rushing? Let's see here. Rushing yards.
Guy calling.
He's got 3,100. He's got almost 3,200 rushing yards and 32 rushing touchdowns. And he's got 20,000 passing yards, and he's got 121 passing TDs. That's not terrible, guy.
No, it's not. Definitely not terrible metrics or stats, no.
32 rushing TDs and 120 passing touchdowns. This guy's got 152 total touchdowns and 24,000 yards total in 7 years of play with a 67 completion percentage. I don't know. You're telling me you're going to move on from that?
I'm with Bob Brown. Sills, Murray is a 5'9" quarterback who plays sandlot football and does not study his playbook. That's exactly what I say.
Would you rather have him or C.J. Stroud?
Yeah, we call that the battle of the stiff-off.
I'd rather have, if I'm Houston Texans, I'd rather have Kyler Murray in there than C.J. Stroud. At least the guy can run. Right?
I don't know, dude. I am not a Kyler Murray fan. I do not think I am winning a Super Bowl with Kyler Murray.
You see that number where there was a poll that Hurts is the most hated player in the history of the national. No, he's the most hated player in today's NFL.
Was it that the most hated? I thought it was like one of them.
No, the most hated player. I don't think so. I don't hate him. I don't hate him like that.
Oh yeah, you don't hate him.
I don't hate him. It's not personal. It's strictly business. It's just business. No. I don't hate the guy. Why do you think that is, man?
I like him. I fucking like Jalen. I just sometimes his offense aggravates me, but
Who do you like more, Nick or him?
Nick or Jalen? Good question. I think both of them are good. I don't think either of them are elite or worthy of like I can't live without them. I think they're both good. If I had to pick one, it depends the situation I'm in. Like, am I restarting a new team or do I already have my players picked?
Starting a new team.
Probably go Nick.
Nick.
Better offensive foundation. I mean, he came from Phillip, got experience with that. He's now coached up a dual threat quarterback to success. I think Nick is more versatile offensively, and he's proven that he can manage the ship.
You think Nick has evolved into the CEO role?
I think he still struggles with some things. I do. I still think he's got to be better at some of the of the management of the team, some of the sideline stuff, some of the I mean, when you're the CEO head coach, you can't be overly emotional. That's what your position guys are for. That's what your other coaches are for. So I wish he would be a little bit less emotionally reactive, and logically think through things on the sideline, but yeah, I think Nick is fine, dude. I don't think Nick is a bad coach. I really don't, man.
Do you think
not buy that?
Would you take Nick over John Gruden?
Well, for what?
Head coach.
No, not me personally, but it depends. Like, Gruden's a very different style of head coach.
He's emotional too,
He is, but he's an offensive guru type of guy. He's like an emotional, Shanahan or something like that. He's a very different style of coach. So it's like an emotional Andy kind of, or something like that.
I like that.
Nick is more like an emotional Tomlin or like an emotional Harbaugh.
Okay, I want to make the reason this is going to go to your favor here, but I want to make a point to you here. So when he got the Tampa Bay job, they went 12-4, right? Okay, they win the Super Bowl in the very first year. Let me do this to you. I want to show you this. 57. This, you take that 12-4 season out. Okay, you got 5. He's 45-51 in Tampa. And get this, if you take that one Super Bowl season with Tony Dungy's players and you take that 12-4 season out, John Gruden's under 500 as a head football coach.
Well, then maybe you're right. I mean, but look, coaches are.
I think Nick's actually rolling into that role a lot better than I thought he was going to be. It's not perfect, like you said.
Well, if you listen to the National Football Show, you don't think that.
No. You know what? I've never been asked.
I'm not sure if you're a listener of that program.
No, because I've never been asked that. But I think he's actually done better than I thought he was going to do. I do.
Yeah, but you thought he was going to be a pile of steaming shit. So you saying that?
I don't think it's steaming anymore.
Yeah, sometimes your dog's got diarrhea and it's hard to clean up, and other times it's an easy clean. Yeah.
But
he went from diarrhea to easy clean.
Yeah, but the owner thinks that too, because he almost fired him twice in 3 years.
The owner's very emotionally reactive.
That leads me to this one here. By the way, don't forget Howard Eskin joins us at the bottom here. What do you think the owner reveres more, and who do you think he can win?
Jalen, not even close. Not even in the same stratosphere.
John says that the relationship with Jalen and the owner is not once what it was, though.
Well, he speculated that maybe he doesn't think the owner is as
committed.
Yeah, that's what John speculated. I don't think he said it like he knew it. He said it like he would think that based on Jeffrey Lurie and everything Jeffrey's ever wanted in the past, which is really a high-power passing attack, without the great level of success, which, I mean, they still were very successful. He doesn't probably not as in love with Hurts. I don't agree. I think the owner would. I think the owner is a big Jalen Hurts guy.
If the owner had to pick a guy to move forward with, build his football team, to continue to build success,
I think Jalen
for the future. You don't think it's Nick?
I think it'd be Jalen.
I think Jalen's limited. I think Nick's showing a little bit more.
You didn't ask me what you think. You asked me what I think the owner thinks.
All right. Well, if you thought you're only going to go so far with the offense that he had, you're changing all that around right now.
Who would you choose?
Well, because I like to have kiss asses, I'm going to have the ultimate kiss ass. I'm going to go with Nick. Got to have a kiss ass to do all my jobs. So I'm going to go with a guy. And it's really not a rip. I'm just making it a rip. But at the end of the day, Nick do you think Nick Sirianni and you think the owner has worked better with Nick or with Doug Peterson?
With Nick. I mean, Nick is a lackey.
Well, do you think if Doug had bent a little bit, Doug would have the same resume as Nick?
Yeah, but that's not inherently who Doug is as a person and as a man. Doug has more integrity.
I don't believe that's really who Nick Sirianni is either. I think
that's my least favorite thing about Nick. The thing I do not like the most. I don't want you to be fake.
You want to work or you don't want to work?
I don't like fake people. I don't give a shit if you upset me. I don't give a shit if I hate you. If you're real, I respect it more than if you're fake to placate to anybody. Believe me, that philosophy has gotten me in a lot more trouble in my life than I need to have.
Boy, do you not know that, boy? I'll tell you that when I was younger.
I prefer integrity. I mean, that's probably the number one thing about Nick that bothers me is that one day I don't know if you're real to yourself or if you're not. You do whatever. Like, I don't think he wants to change the offense, but he's doing it because he feels like he's got to. Doug said, I'm not changing my offense. Doug got fired.
But that makes Nick a better coach, though.
It makes Nick, not necessarily, it makes him more politically savvy. If the offense works, then it makes Nick a better coach. But if it doesn't,
you said to me about with Jalen, though. He goes, knowing Jalen's limitations, I'm going to make the quarterback who he is, and I'm going to go by not what I've been taught.
Nick, well, that's not what you said. You said Nick changing makes him a better coach. I think it just makes him more political.
Well, he's learned that. He's rolled into that role, right?
Well, it's not easy with the owner when you hear reports from Jeff McClain that you almost got fired in week 4.
Man.
Remember, I think sometimes people think these guys are video games. Like Nick Sirianni is a man with a family and kids and a wife and a house and they're in school and all these different things. I mean, you can think he's a goofy, and I can call him a goofy for not being true to himself, but he might say, I don't give a fuck what Zander Krause says. I care about my kids at home. I care about my family. If I have to change my offense so I can keep my damn job, I'm doing it. And I would respect that, but I don't think he'd say that to me.
Well, here's what I would say to that. I don't give a fuck about your kids, and I don't give a fuck about your family. This is the NFL. You're going to do things my way here, or guess what? This is why we pay you that money and why you have a contract, kid. And if you want to go sit on the beach with $16 million for the next 2 years, I don't give a shit about that. You and your family could go sit on a new yacht somewhere, okay? The NFL doesn't work like that. Hey, Zander, they don't give a shit about anything other than winning.
That might highlight the dumbest decision Nick has made. It's like, hey, why didn't you just take the $16 million to sit on the beach and not have to deal with these knuckleheads? They'd have fired you and you'd be chilling.
Bro, at the end of the day, that's what Stoutland's doing. Stoutland's going to go like this for a year. You know what I would do, too, if I was Jeff Stoutland? The next head football coach he'll be in here next year. It'll be a new guy. So the new guy, I would go like this. Hey, Jeff, you want a job? And I would hire Jeff Stoutland back.
I don't think the Eagles organization would like that very much.
You don't think they'd want Jeff Stoutland back if this thing turns into a train wreck and you draft a guy in 1 and he turns out to be Andre Dillard? Then again, Jeff Stoutland couldn't do shit with Andre Dillard either.
Well, that's because Jeff Stoutland, he's great. He's not magic. But anybody who's worth a shit, Jeff got to play. You never saw an offensive lineman that was, projected good things here, not do it, and then go somewhere else and do it. Ever. I've never seen one.
Okay. Have you you were talking to your draft guy this morning. By the way, Howard Eskin's going to join us here in a couple minutes. You tell me, was there one guy that your draft guy said today that sparked your interest?
Chris Bell is somebody I've liked, and he was really high on him. The top guys were interesting. He had Ruben Bain. He likes Ruben Bain a lot. Obviously, he's a good player. The offensive tackles, I mean, he had your guy from Miami at number 1. He likes the Utah guys, and he really likes the Alabama kid, Caden Proctor, which I understand why. I mean, Caden Proctor's a traits guy. Like, he's huge, and he looks like, I mean, the thing with him is, dude, like, if we had Stoutland, I'd be like, that's the perfect project for Stoutland. Now I don't know. This is my biggest concern about the loss of Jeff. I don't know. Does anybody feel confident about Chris Cooper developing O lineman?
No. That's why you look at people like that kid Colton Hood, that Tennessee corner. Would you go corner there, or would you go free agency there? Now, do you want to draft Lane's replacement?
Yeah, I do. Lane's coming back, and they also I love how they made like a breaking news bit, like Landon Dickerson's coming back. I'm like, all right, yeah, we all knew that, but Landon will be back. Lane will be back.
Do you think it was iffy if he was coming back?
No, I think he just got to the end of the season and was like, I had one of those moments where you're like, fuck, man. Doesn't everybody get those every once in a while? What the fuck am I doing with my life? Doesn't everybody feel that every once in a while? I do. I mean, I know I certainly do.
Let me give you one here. So Randy White, one of the greatest legendary defensive tackles of all time, he comes walking into the Cowboys. This guy played 16 years. He comes walking into the Cowboys. This was the transition of Jimmy Johnson. This guy had 10 Pro Bowls, Zander. He was a Super Bowl MVP as a defensive tackle. He sits next to me in the locker, and I looked at him. I go, you coming back for year 16? He looked at me and he goes, you see me limping? And it was the off season, and he's limping. And he goes like this. He goes, it's a young guy's game. He goes, I need a couple more weeks. A couple more weeks went by. He went through Jimmy's mini camp. He went right up to Johnson right after and said this, I'm out. And that ended the Manster's career.
That might be what Zadarius Smith did this year.
Yeah. Well, not quite Randy White, but, I mean, dude, the Manster, Randy White was.
Yeah, he was a boss.
Dude, 10 Pro Bowls, man. 10 Pro Bowls. John doesn't think Jalen Phillips is going to get that 20, does he? Or does he?
No, he does. He thinks he's the number 1 move after AJ. Make sure AJ's here and get Phillips. That's what John said are the 2 crux moves the Eagles need this offseason. Pay Phillips and make sure AJ stays.
I don't know why you guys – well, no, I don't know. I shouldn't put words in your mouth. I do not believe AJ's back. I just don't believe it. He's made too much of a fucking bitch the last 3 years about the offense not getting his numbers. I'll tell you this. You got rid of Barkley, he'd stay.
Who, AJ?
Oh.
You think he hates Barkley?
Yeah, I do.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. He hates the fact that the offense goes through Barkley.
They were hanging out at the
No. I don't. No, you get me wrong here. Not as people. He hates the fact the offense goes through him. His numbers have been down since Barkley joined the team.
Yeah, way down.
It's no. I don't believe. No. It's not like this. I fucking hate her. No, it's not that. I think it's that he hates that they look at Barkley as the engine that runs the offense. Michael Irvin, he had to deal with the fact, well, that was Emmett. Emmett's a 19,000-yard guy. Barkley's not Emmitt Smith, okay? He's not Emmett. And the offense should be running through him, okay? It should be running through him, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what AJ thinks, but.
Man, I can't
again,
wait.
Sileo wants to placate to AJ at every move.
I think AJ's gold.
He's content gold. That's for sure.
Content gold. He goes on that podcast and he gives me this. We're all patriots here, ain't we?
Is that what he said?
No. Julian Edelman went like this on the podcast. So Gronk is sitting there. They're doing the interview, and Edelman sits back and goes, "We're all patriots here, aren't we?" And AJ goes,
"Oh God." Wait, I didn't see this. Is that what AJ did?
Yeah. Here, You got here. I got it on my. I got it on my. I'm going to send it.
Oh,
to you.
I'm sure you got it on your X page. I'm sure you do. Silly as I got it on my X page. Oh,
here it is. Yeah, here it is right here. Look at this.
I got it.
Are you looking at it?
I'm about to look at it.
Yeah, look at it before we get Howard up. Look at this thing here, man.
On your damn X page. Oh wait, I got it.
Yeah. See?
He is trolling. He's trolling. That's what AJ's doing.
He's a pro at it too, isn't he?
He is very good at it. Yeah, he is. Well, if they lose him, I think they're going to struggle even more. So we'll find out. But we'll see what they do, brother.
All right, big man. We'll catch you on Bird 365 in the morning. Thank you, bro.
See you, Sills. Thank you, brother.